guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Remeber, but you can call me Z. What's up? Super excited for today's video. So as you read by the title, today I'm doing a full face of affordable makeup. I'm not going to say drugstore because some of this you can buy from Ulta. You can't get it from like CVS or Target, but it's more affordable. So I'm super excited for today's video and I don't have a lot of time, so let's just get right into it. I will say some of the products that I have in today's video I've used before in the past when I first started doing makeup. Some of it I've still used to this day. Some of it I just bought. I'm gonna try out. So I'm super excited. So let's start off with primer. So for primer, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Hydro Grip, and obviously I love this primer because you can see that it's empty. Personally, I think I like the blue one more. This one is the dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip primer. And honestly, the dupe is better than the original, in my opinion. Argue with your mama, not me. So I'm gonna go on with this primer. This one I tried, it was good, except it broke me out. So we're gonna go in with the Hydro Grip in this is the Power Grip primer, I'm sorry. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip primer, and I think this is $10 now. So I just spread this on my face. Also, make sure your skin is prepped before putting any makeup on, just to be sure so that you don't break out or anything like that. My skincare routine is already posted on my YouTube. That's exactly how I prep my skin. If you're curious, link will be in the description for my skincare routine. That's exactly what I do in order to prep my skin. Y'all, this primer is it. So now we're gonna go on brows. I'm using the NYX brow glue, and I'm also using the Morphe pencil, eyebrow pencil in the shade Java. I think I have the micro pencil. This is $10, I believe, and this one is $8 at Ulta. This one you can find anywhere you find makeup, you can find this. So I'm gonna go in with the brow glue just because I like my brows to look as natural as possible. I already have thin brows, so I gotta make sure, I keep them looking decent. I wish I was blessed with full brows, but honestly, I make do's with my little brows, okay? I went ahead and applied the brow glue, so now I'm going to go in with my spoolie just to make sure the glue is all the way spread between the hairs, and also to help it dry down a little faster because you don't want to try to draw your brows on while the glue is still wet because it's not going to look right. Let's get into the skin though. When I say skin prep underneath your makeup is literally mandatory, I mean that. Go click the link. Go watch my skincare routine. Promise you can be blessed. Now that the glue is all dry, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe pencil. I'm just gonna fill it in wherever I feel like I need it to be filled in. I'm not gonna get that on camera because every time I try to do my brows on camera, I mess them up. So we're not gonna mess that up today. Okay guys, I filled in my brows and I really like the way that they turned out. So now I'm gonna go in with some concealer just to carve out the top and the bottom. Today I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shades 30 and 40. 40 is closer to my skin tone and 30 is more of a lighter color just because sometimes some areas like to brighten up, some areas like to have just regular tone. So for the bottom brows, I'm going to start off with 40 and I'm going to carve out the bottom brow. Also, just want to emphasize that I'm using a flat brush to carve out my brow just because I want to make sure it's concise and I'm able to get in and make my brows look good. Eyebrows are literally my favorite part of my makeup. Other than blush, I love me some brows. And eyebrows make or break your makeup look, so take your time with them, because I did. Even though I edited that clip out of me doing my brow, it took me like a smooth 10 minutes. And I'm gonna carve in the bottom. And so to carve out the top, I'm actually gonna go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I think this is in the shade 6 Tan Deep. So I'm gonna go in with this just because this is actually my skin tone. It's actually kind of, I wouldn't say like a foundation, more of like a skin tint. It's more of like what you put under your skin. It's kind of like the Charlotte dupe. Oh, it's not kind of, it's the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Glow something, don't know. But it's the dupe for it. I'm going to use that to carve out my top brow just because I don't want the top of my brow to be too bright, especially because today's look is going to be very soft, very natural, and I'm not doing foundation. And I'm just following what I did with my eyebrow pencil. And sometimes my brows end up being too thick, so I just take the product that's already on my face to thin out my brows just a little bit. Because I'd rather it be too thick than too thin because that's easy to fix. One thing I love about this product is that it's very, very thin. Like this product, if you wear it as a foundation, it's so perfect because it's so lightweight and it's so thin. I don't say that in a bad way, I say that in a good way because it will be more like skin than you have on makeup. So now I'm gonna take that same flat brush and I'm gonna brush down the concealer on the under eye since it's been drying for a little bit, just so that when I go and blend it, it blends out easily. So now I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. concealer blending brush just to blend out the bottom of the brows and the top of the brows before we get into the rest of the face. Honestly, I'm not sure if they sell this specific brush anymore. I got it a long time ago when I first started doing makeup, which was when I was in high school, and I'm now a senior in college. I'm about to graduate, so that says it's been about 8 years since I started doing makeup, maybe? No way, I just aged myself. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's been a little minute since I started doing my makeup, and my auntie would help me because I first started off with brows, and I only did brows for a while because I wanted to make sure I had that down pat. And she gave me the blending brush when I first started doing my makeup because I didn't have anything. So she was like giving me some of her stuff, and this was one of the things that she just gave to me. God bless her, because this is literally the best concealing brush ever. And I've been using it and will never stop using it. So they have stuff similar to it, but I'm not sure if they sell this exact brush anymore. Okay, now that the brows are all done, now we're gonna go in with cream contour just because, again, I'm not doing any foundation. Today's look is more soft glam, beginner friendly, affordable makeup type, you know? So next we're gonna go in with some cream bronzer. Now I usually use the Fenty Beauty contour stick, but since today's video is more affordable, I went and purchased the e.l.f. cream bronzer in the shade Bronze Belle, just because this was the closest shade to the contour one that I used from Fenty Beauty, and I think that one is in the shade Espresso. I've never used this product before, so this is one of the new ones that I'm trying today, and I'm super excited because I've heard really good things about this product on TikTok from other makeup content creators. So let's just get into it. I think I've tried it before, but I think I may have gotten the wrong color. But we're gonna get into it. So here's what she looks like. This is brand spanking new. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this little brush. Don't know what brand it is. My mom has this part of a membership where she gets free makeup every month, and they send her makeup brushes and like little makeup brands that she can try, and this was included in one of them. And my mom's not really a makeup girl, so she let me have it. But this is what I usually use for my contour, so I'm just gonna dab that in there and go ahead and see how this looks on the skin. Again, that's my first time using it. Let's see, because I love me a good cream contour. Oh, okay. Now, it's not the Fenty Beauty one. I could have went a little darker, but it's okay. Today's look is more natural. But it eats though. I gotta find a better way to apply it. Oh no, this eats. Oh no, this is eat. This is really pretty actually. I wish this came with like in a stick rather than like in this little thing. But other than that, this is super pretty. Ooh, and it's really creamy. It's really creamy. But I'm just putting this in all the places where I contour, so that would be like my cheekbone area, up here on my forehead. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose, a little bit under my chin to sculpt my face. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my contour brush for my nose, and I'm gonna sculpt the nose. I could have went a little darker, but it's okay. I'm honestly not tripping because I actually really like this. It's just crazy because I took the Fenty one out of the packaging and I put it next to this one. And this one was the closest to the color I have. But I'm also going in and I'm putting a little bit of that cream contour on my eyes just to give my face a little bit more depth. Because I don't do eyeshadow, but I still like to look like, you know, just gives it that more natural feel. Now we're gonna go in with some concealer. I'm gonna use the same Maybelline concealer that I used to carve my brows. I'm gonna start off with the shade 40, put it in my under eyes, a little bit in my T-zone area. I'll blend it and then I'll do a little bit of 30 in the inner corners just to lighten up my under eyes just a little bit. Not too much because again, this is like more natural, beginner friendly. You know, you don't have to do all that, but I know. So I actually have some product left over from when I was doing my brows. I'm just gonna take some of that, put it underneath my eyes. Also on my nose and my forehead area and right here. So one of the most important steps that I include in all of my makeup looks is spraying in between. I go in between products. So if you watch my previous makeup tutorial, my no makeup look, I do the same steps. So I spray in between each product just to be sure that everything is staying down and is literally sinking into my skin, looking as natural and flawless as possible. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more concealer underneath my eyes, just a little bit. And we're gonna actually let her dry a little bit. So while she's drying, we're actually gonna go in with some cream blush. So I'm actually gonna go in with the e.l.f. cream blush in the shade Coming In Hot Pink. I think that's what it says. I don't have no contacts in, no glasses on, bear with me. Anyways, they just dropped these not too long ago, and honestly, as soon as I seen them, I was like, I have to try it. Personally, I love me a good bright pink cheek. So I got this one because it was just so beautiful. I also want to try the orange one. I feel like the orange one would have went perfect with today's look, but it's okay. So we're just gonna work with this one. So I take just a tiny bit of this. When I say tiny, literally mean tiny. This is very pigmented, and I put it on my cheekbones. So I put my blush on while my concealer is drying, just so that my concealer can set into my skin, and that when I blend it out, it stays full coverage. So to blend out the blush, I'm actually going to use a beauty blender, just because for me it's easier to keep control of the blush, because if you use like a brush, it can kind of get out of control. So I'm starting off with just blending it in place, and then I blend it up my cheeks just because I want it to be more natural look. And blend it all the way up here. Y'all can just see how beautiful that is when it's all the way blended through. And I can even go in with a little more because I love blush, but I'm not gonna do that today. And then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Blend it in place, then you start blending it outwards after you grab control. Then you start blending upwards into that cream contour. So now that our blush is all blended out, I'm gonna take my Real Technique concealer blending brush to blend out my concealer, because it's dry and I don't want it to get too dry and stay stuck in place and not blend well. So I'm using this. And when you blend, make sure you pat, do not swipe. Then we're gonna blend up the eye. And honestly, y'all, just remember the key to having a flawless look is the technique. It's not really the products. The products play a part in it, yes. However, it's mostly the technique and how you blend your stuff, how you blend your products together, what brushes you use, the flick of the wrist, like all that plays a part in how your makeup look looks. Now we're gonna go in with the nose, using the brush as well, patting it, not swiping it. And we're gonna blend on the forehead, blend around the brows, just to even out the forehead from the cream bronzer. Okay guys, this is what the face is looking like so far with just all cream products. Now we're gonna go in and set the under eyes, set the cream contour, and set the blush. So to set the under eyes, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I've never used this powder before, but I've heard so many good things about it, and I'm super excited to try it. So let's get into it, because usually I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. It's my go-to. It's literally chef's kiss, but I heard really good things about this powder, so I'm excited to try it. So let's just get into it. So I am gonna apply my powder with one of these little powder puff things. So I gotta first I'll get some product out. So I have a little bit of product in here. I'm gonna pat my powder puff in there, tap it a little bit on my skin. I think it'll be okay. I might still go in with a little bit of translucent, but I'm just gonna place that under my eye where I put my concealer. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's really pretty actually. That's really pretty. Do y'all see how this is setting underneath my eyes? This is set and this is not set. Bruh, no way. That is really pretty. Wow. I didn't use a whole lot because I'm still gonna bake it. I'm setting in the areas where I put concealer first with this powder, with the loose powder. It's really pretty. And I'm just gonna bake just a little bit underneath the eyes. Usually I will use my translucent powder, but this one is doing it for me. And I think this powder was $9. So while this powder is sitting, I'm gonna go in now with some powdered bronzer. So I'm using this palette from Black Radiance, the complexion palette. You can get this from any store, any CVS, Walgreens, Target, Ulta, anywhere. I think this palette is only $6. Don't judge how it looks, thank you. So it comes with a highlight in 2 different shades for contour and for sculpting. I usually don't use a sculptor, which is why it's broken. But I am gonna go in with this color in between, in the middle, to use as my powder bronzer. So I'm using this brush, again, from my mom's makeup thing. And I'm going to put this everywhere I put my cream contour. Just to set it, bring back that warmth in my face. Now while that's setting, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the e.l.f. Halo Glow on the bottom of my chin, just because I forgot to do. I always forget to do this step, always. So I'm just gonna blend that out at the bottom, just to make sure the bottom of my face is also evened out. Now since I forgot to do that, I'm gonna take the remaining powder that was on my powder puff and set that in place. So now I'm gonna go in with powder blush. I'm using my favorite blush ever from Juvia's Place. This is in volume 4. This also went viral for being the Dior dupe. Never tried the Dior one, but tried this one, never turned back. So I'm gonna start off with this top pink color, and I'm just gonna pat that in the place where I put the cream blush. And as y'all can see, this is pigmented. And this is literally the only blush that I use, only powder blush that I use. And I always get so many compliments on it because it's beautiful, especially on my brown skin. Now I'm gonna go in with the lighter pink at the bottom, and I'm gonna blend that out at the top. And I'm also gonna use that same powder to tap in the remaining setting powder that was under my eyes, just to make sure that everything is ombre. So everything is blended together and it looks seamless. Now I'm gonna take the same brush that I was using for my blush and wipe off any excess powder on the face. So here's what the face is looking like before I go in with my last touches. Literally beautiful, seamless. I love it. This is my go-to everyday makeup look. Just not my everyday products, but they might turn out to be my everyday products. So now I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes and put on some lip gloss. And I will see you guys in 1 second. Okay, I lied. I'm actually about to go in with some setting spray. So I'm using the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray just because I love me a dewy look. Dewy over matte any day. I'm gonna let that dry, and then we're gonna go ahead and put on the mascara and my lip combo. Okay guys, I just did my bottom lashes and I used the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. This is $4 and I think you can find this at Ulta Beauty. I'm not sure about any other store. For sure at Ulta Beauty, and I think at Target, $4. And I did my bottom lashes. Now lastly, I'm going to go in with my lip, and I'm using the e.l.f. lip oil in the shade Clear. Not sure what the actual shade is, but it's clear. And I'm gonna just use this just because I really don't need a whole like lip combo, because this is a very basic, beginner, soft, natural look. So I don't really need a lip combo. Just lips. Here is the finished makeup look. I'm in love with it per usual. And honestly, some of these products that I tried today that were brand new, I love them. They eat down and they're perfect for my beginner girlies who are learning how to do their own makeup, so you don't have to pay nobody doing your own makeup. Hope this tutorial was helpful, and I hope you guys enjoyed the look. If you use my video and you use the tutorial and you do your makeup, please tag me because I want to see y'all's beautiful faces. But here we are. So beautiful, so flawless. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you get notified every time I upload a video. Also, before I close out today's video, I have to say thank you to everyone who subscribed to my channel. Y'all be hit 15K, road to 20K, road to 20K. But yeah, before I close out today's video, I have to give you guys my advice of today. my advice of today is remember who you are and why you were created. You still have a purpose. You woke up this morning because you still have an assignment from God. So be sure that you're including him in everything that you do. Make sure you're praying, and I promise you, like, you won't be feeling depressed, anxious, nervous, any of that. Just talk to him. You have a purpose. You have to fulfill it before you can leave this planet. Remember that. Sincerely Z. Bye, guys.